August Wilson.
August Wilson has brought this to light.
Truth.
Change.
Loss.
Mistreatment.
Love.
Perseverance.
He has brought this to light.
Every day we have to investigate people, your friends, anyone walking down the street, and family members. You have to know who they are before letting yourself go to them freely, knowing if they are truthful, honest, and a real friend. If we keep investigating, we'll find the truth in person. I know it don't take all day to get dressed. I'm dressed. Seems like everybody should be dressed. My mother used to tell me I was going to be late to my own funeral. She might be right. Then I don't have to worry about getting my seat. I don't know if I could take it no more. They were to drive me insane. House of Blues, the Blue Goose, the Rick Carter, the Dead Rooster. There's that and the other. Hurry up and sit down. Grab me a drink and what I got. Who I don't know what the other one is, or went, or ain't going, or is going. And this one was dead, and that one's dying. Who shot who, and who sung what song. Give me another drink, and here go $1, and I ain't got a dime. And what's the use? And who to do? And where ain't you been? 'Cause being all ain't nuts, Helen. Oh, and don't you know her and Hedley went to church? I like to fill out. She said, Aunt Louise, I'm going to church with Hedley. That child ain't set foot in a church since he was 6 years old on an Easter Sunday, past the time 10 years after I quit going. Oh, no, Thursday, they going to the sanitarium. She talked him to going. You know, Hedley would listen to nobody. I tried to talk to him into going. You tried to talk to him to go in. Who else tried to talk to him to go in? He set out here with a butcher knife. Sitting here with a machete, ranting and raving and carrying on. She come along, he's going to end up running to the sanitarium. Act like he anxious to get there. I don't understand it.
Love will always be eternal, and there is no way for someone to be whole without the person that they love. I see this when I see two people who make each other better by being with each other. I see it when I see someone smile when they look at the one that they love. You're striking out in the dark, and there's nobody there but yourself. You're all alone. I used to walk around in the dark, complaining, because I couldn't find a woman. I didn't understand. I had everything a woman could want. I had money. I had confidence. I was doing something with myself. They all used to tell me I was too intense, too serious, that I needed to enjoy life. Shouldn't worry so much about the things I couldn't change. Then I met MAME. The first time I saw MAME, it was raining. I thought she was gonna melt. The rain looked like it hurt her. Like the two wasn't supposed to go together. You couldn't mix them up. That's what made her stand out. She could be strong and soft at the same time. I said I like that. I wish I had an umbrella, but I didn't. I went and stood and blocked the rain. I told her she looked too pretty to be getting all wet. That's how we got talking. She called the rain some names I ain't gonna repeat.
When something is making you unhappy and you want it to change, it is important to speak up and express your feelings. Communication in a relationship is important. You must share your feelings while caring for others to change and to get the outcome you hoped for. I got a call this morning from the governor's office. They canceled my next interview and said they didn't want to reschedule any further interviews with me at this time. You jumped, but I'm falling too. I'm the wife of HARMOND WILKS. That's all the governor sees. All any of the other board members see. What all our friends see. I tied myself so tight to you that there is no me. I don't know if I can carry this any further. I have a center too. What happens when that caves in? I have questions too. You're acting like a kid who, because things don't go his way, takes his ball and goes home. That's where your problem is. You've always been the kid who had the ball. You're the one with the glove and the bat. You had the bike when nobody else had one. All your life, you always had everything go your way. I'm still standing here, HARMOND. I still love you. But this is all you now. Your campaign, that old house, the hill. You're on your own with all that. I can't live my life for you, and you can't live yours for me. But I'm still standing here. See you tonight.
Everyone at one point or another has to give up something that they desire in a situation for the good of another. It's a life experience. I always did believe in love. I felt like if you didn't believe in love, you might as well not believe in nothing. Even love that ain't but halfway is still love. That don't make it no less, because it's only coming one way. Just like say I loved you. And you didn't love me back. I could still say I'm filled up with love for Vera. I go walking down the street, people could see that. They don't know what to call it, but they see something going on. Maybe they see a man who walked like him, happy with himself. Make him walk like he got $1 million in his pocket. If this time I loved you, and you didn't love me back, I don't see where my love for you could get more bigger than it already was. Unless I walk like I got $2 million. Some women make their bed up so high, don't nobody know how to get to it. I know you ain't like that. You know how to make your bed up high, turn your lamp down low. That's why Floyd don't want to lose you. I think you two ought to give it a try. See what you can make of it.
Being a woman means having problems that only other women will understand. Today, women still have to deal with abortions, being treated less than, and having problems that nobody will help them with. That just makes women much stronger than other people might think. I done tried everything I know. King don't believe I love him. It's a mother's love. It'll never go away. I love me, but I love King more. Sometimes I might not love me, but there'll never come a time I don't love him. He don't understand that. King don't know? He lucky to be here. I didn't want to have no baby. Seemed to me like I got off to a bad start. I wanted to have an abortion. Somebody sent me up there to see Aunt Esther. I thought she did abortions. It didn't take me long to find out I was in the wrong place. She was sitting in a room with a red curtain, a little old woman wearing a stocking cap. I couldn't say if she had any teeth or not. She was just sitting there. Told me to come closer where she could put her hands on my head. I got real peaceful. Seemed like all my problems went away. She told me man can plant the seed, but only God can make it grow. Told me God was a good judge. I told her that's what scared me. She just laughed and told me, God has 3 hands. 2 for that baby, and 1 for the rest of us. That's just the way she said it. God has 3 hands. 2 for that baby, and 1 for the rest of us. You got your time coming. I never will forget that. I used to look at King and try to figure it out, but I ain't never seen nothing that would make her say that. I thought maybe she was just telling me that, but she ain't supposed to lie about nothing like that. I just ain't never seen nothing that would make him that special. That's what I'm telling you about that baby you carrying. You never know what God have planned. You can't all the time see it. That's what LOUISE used to tell me. You can't all the time see it, but God can see it good. Life's got its own rhythm. It don't always go along with your rhythm. It don't always be what you think it's gonna be. That's how life is, trying to match up them two rhythms. You ever match them up, and you won't have to worry about nothing.
Today, women still face the ignorant truth and are seen as less than a man, which isn't true. Women are set aside, mistreated, and are seen as a past recollection. We see it in the workplace, school, in public, even among friends. Women should not be forgotten. We are all equal. They showed me the body. They come up and got me. His sister had gone to Mobile and asked me to see if it was him. I didn't want to look. I could hold my arm and just squeezed. He had his mouth open. That's what I always will remember. There was much more there. He was shot 5 times in the head. I looked away and something told me to look back. One shot at him in the nose and it just wasn't there no more. I don't know where it was. It wasn't on his face. They asked me did I know him. I told them no, I didn't know him. I didn't have the chance to find out too much about him. I told them I knew who it was. That's Leroy Slater. I lived with him at 131 Warren Street. They asked me to sign some papers. One man told me he was sorry. I left out of there and walked on back home. That was the saddest day. I couldn't look at Elmore after I found out what he had done. Even though I loved him, I knew it was a long time before I could look at him. I felt so sad. I said I was going to quit living. I stole away and cried. I didn't want nobody to see me. It felt like I was about to lose my mind. I cried, then I dried my eyes, then I'd cry again. It felt like the world had gone crazy. They carried him on out there and put him on the ground. Leroy Slater, a good man. I never will forget him. They say life has its own rhythm. I wish it had none like that. That was the saddest day I've ever been.
My 5th grade teacher told me I was going to make a good janitor. Say she could tell about how good I erased the blackboards. Had me believing it. I come home and told my Louise I wanted to be a janitor. She said I could be anything I wanted. I said, okay, I'll be a janitor. I thought that's what I was supposed to be. I didn't know no better. It's the first job I got, working down on Wiley's. Got one job, the man told me he was going to shoot me if he caught me stealing anything. I worked for him for 10 minutes. I quit right there. They called me a thief before I start. Lisa told me I shouldn't have quit. But I'm a man. I don't bother nobody. I know what's right from wrong, and I know what's right for me. That's what me and the rest of the people paradise. Tony used to say, when are you going to move? She wanted a decent house, one with a plastering falling off the walls. I said, okay, but I gotta wait. What am I waiting on? I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna be waiting here forever. Tony deserved better than that. I go for a job. They say, what can you do? I can do anything. You give me the tanks and the airplanes, I can win any war that's out there. I can dance all night, if the music's right. Ain't nothing I can't do. I could build a railroad. If I had the steel and the gang of men to drive the spikes. I ain't limited to nothing. I know how to do Milton's job. I know how to count money. I don't borrow money to everybody who asks me. I'm talking business. Mayor, governor, I can do it all. I ain't got no limits. I know right from wrong. I know which way the wind blow too. It don't blow my way.
My character has persevered through his oppressed time and has shown everyone that he is worth something. This has constantly been shown throughout our time in the form of Pride Parade and Black Lives Matter movements. Everyone is equal, and we will all have to accept that.
I signed up 2 more kids last week. That makes 18. I just want these kids to know what it feels like to hit a golf ball. I hit my first golf ball. I asked myself, where have I been? How'd I miss this? I felt free, truly free, for the first time. I watched that ball soar over the driving range. I didn't think it could go so high. It just kept going higher and higher. I felt something lift off me. Some weight I was carrying around and didn't know it. I felt like the world was open to me. Everything and everybody. I never did feel exactly like that anymore. I must have hit 100 golf balls trying to find that feeling. But that first time was worth everything. I felt like I had my dick in my hand and was waving it around like a club. I'm a man! Anybody want some of this, come and get it! That was the best feeling of my life. That's why I keep my golf clubs in the trunk of my car, just in case I drive by a golf course. I keep looking for that feeling. That's what I want these kids to have. That'll give you a chance at life. I wish someone had come and taught me how to play golf when I was 10. That'll set you on the right path to life, where everything is open to you. You don't have to hide and crawl under a rock just because you're black. Feeling like you don't belong in the world.
What if? What if Ruby didn't agree on seeing Leroy Slater's body?
What if Canewell was selfish and kept Vera for himself?
What if MAME decided to give up on her relationship with HARMOND?
What if Roosevelt Hicks never hit that golf ball?
We all have what ifs in our life. What if we broke our ifs? Life is filled with gray areas, and one of the only ways to move on is to make a choice and stand behind it.
I would have chosen to go talk to MAME and meet the love of my life.
I would have spilled the tea because that's in my nature.
You in your life have a what if every day. Some days we feel like we make the wrong choice, and some days we might make the right one.
Remember that every choice that you make could drastically change your life. View every day as a choice.
So, what if?
So what if?
So what if?
So what if?
So, what if?
So, what if?